Welcome in, everyone, to the Big Men on Campus podcast. I'm your host, the Big Men on Campus, here, back with you live on a Wednesday, breaking down the college hoops card, having some fun today, as always, hoping for a profitable night here on the video. Hopefully, we can get back to winning ways. We're back in the saddle again, and we'll take some questions. We'll, talk about whatever, really, up to the questions, really. We always have some fun here on the show. Welcome everyone in on a Wednesday. Hope you had a great day. Hope you didn't have too tough a day at work or wherever you were. Want to let everyone know, hit the like button, hit the dislike button. I don't give a flying fuck what you do. It is nice though if you hit the like button. We can't prevent you from hitting the dislike button though. But listen, I don't really care who dislikes or doesn't. The views are what I care about, and we'll continue to hope we can get those. So, tell your friends about the show. It's a great way to open it up to new listeners. I always have people hitting me up saying, "Hey, I heard from you through a friend or a family member," and it's very helpful. So, appreciate that. Also, retweet it if you're on Twitter. Very important. Retweet the live link to get it out to people. That's how we grow the show. That's how we've been able to grow it from, 0 subscribers to, pushing 2,000. So that's what I always like. And yeah, views are what we care about. I'm not gonna deal with you today. Take it easy. Matt Varnum, where are you at? Get in here. Lock. Get in the block button. We're gonna need you today. I have a feeling. Um, let's uh, let's get into it. Welcome some people in. Where are we going here? Tiger Bob, welcome in. Salty Dog, Joshua, David Hutton, Las Vegas, Barry, Roselle, Tone City, Dan F, Kyle, Adam, Bird Chirp, CEO, Titleist, Marquise, what's up? Adam Starkman, Trevor Leung, Jeff Slaughter, David Hutton, Matt Varnum, Isan, Emza, Anthony, Brock Matava, Joe Morawski, Adrich, Dan Lapp, Carlos Paroy, Jeff, Anton, Church, Captain, Shy Picks, Sunday Tiger. Sunday Tiger, do you have any insight on golf or anyone do golf? No, I don't have any insight on golf. There are people that do it, I think, on SBR. I would check the golf page. I'm sure there's people that do it. Great job in the live calls with Blackjack. Yeah, I want to recommend to everyone, all the people in here, check out the show we do at night. Me and Blackjack Fletcher, we do it every night. We're going to try to continue to do it every night. I'd like to hear from all of you. You can do live call-ins. You can say hello, and you really talk about anything. I'd love to hear from some of you guys. Already heard from a couple. Shy Picks called in. Mark Lathrop called in last night. Dan called in. Daniel on Twitter. A lot of cool callers. Love to hear from any of you guys. If you're interested in knowing how to call in, Guan White's called in. It's a fun time. We do it for about 2 hours. Hopefully you guys can check it out. Before we get into the show today, I do want to go a little sad for a moment here. I want to say rest in peace to Rasual Butler. To me, a Philadelphia legend and a guy that I thought was what a great representation of what Philadelphia is. He passed away, I believe, earlier this morning in a car accident. Him and his wife, unfortunately. If you know anything about Rasual Butler, you know that he was a star at LaSalle. He was a great player at Roman Catholic, one of the great boys' schools in Philadelphia. He had a great career in the NBA, really a hard worker, always was willing to, you kind of work hard to be what he wanted. He had to go down to the D League at one point, kind of became an impact player again, got back into the league, had some short stays with a couple different teams. And, I know he was, a really tough worker, and it's a shame to see him go. A great professional and a proud Philadelphian. And, we say rest in peace to him today. Never how you want to see people go, man. You're way too young, obviously. We say rest in peace to him today. What's up, Brian Rowe? M. Sheridan, what's up? Jeff, EPL was brutal on me today. Yeah, it wasn't horrible for me. I mean, I lost about a quarter of a unit. I mean, Stoke would have been nice to grab a goal there. What are you going to do? I had all plus money games today. So, when you're betting plus 230s and plus 200s, I'm throwing them out. Okay. There's a reason they're underdogs. But for me, I'm all about the plus money. And hey, it happens, man. Lose a quarter of a unit, and that's what happens. West Brom's lineup is brutal. Yeah, I hope you didn't take them, did you? Hope not. Oh, you did. Damn, you had. Yeah, that's not a good idea, man. You should have got out of that one. Um, is there a video or the calls you just like a big conference call with tons of people talking over one another? No, it's a show like me and Donnie have, except we have call-ins. It's very professional, man. We don't have people talking over anyone. It's fun. People watch it all the time. And there's no video. It's just like a radio show, basically. No problem, Scott. No problem, Steven. Thanks. Um, why is the Virginia total going up? We'll get into it. Just another reminder, enjoy each day. Amen. That's why I don't worry about dislikes. That's why I don't worry about stupid shit. But that's why I defend my honor as well. All this shit doesn't really matter, man. At the end of the day, in 10 years, I hope I'm still doing this. I hope I'm still having fun doing what I like to do. But, only thing that really matters is your family and close friends and things like that. Jason Ash, what's up? Russell, rest in peace. Yep, amen. Craig McFink, what's up? Let's get into the show here. Hopefully we can have some fun here. Big man, why are you not on SBR for this show? Because I have other shows at SBR, and they have, they give me, the bet buffet, which is cool. I mean, I've asked to have a show for college basketball. I have one on Saturday. Not sure. Thanks, Mikey B. Hope you like the show, man. Is this show on this channel? No, it's not on the channel. Guys, listen, follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet out the show link tonight. Blackjack Show. Big man, how much was that t-shirt? 55. There's no cost to call into the show, guys. No cost. There's zero cost to call in. It's totally free. That's it. Just call. You'll get welcome to Blog Talk Radio, and that's that. George Young, is he still smuggling? If anyone doesn't know who George Young is, he was the character in Below. Good comment, Donnie writes on. Thoughts on the Alex Smith trade? Ask me later after the show. Let's get into tonight's picks. I have 2 picks tonight. I'm going to take a shot with both these. Really like both of them, and both of them jumped out. So let's get into it here. First game here, I'm going to go to the Big Ten. I'm going to take the Penn State Nittany Lions tonight against Michigan State. If you know me, you know that I've been very against this Michigan State school for some time. I think the added pressure with everything going on around there, I think it just hurts this team. You look at on the road over the weekend, went into Maryland, had a lot of struggles, were down big in that game, made a comeback, were able to get the job done. Didn't cover, though. And now you're laying another big number here at home. I liked Wisconsin last Friday. They were able to stay within the number, and I think this is too many points. This Penn State team, I've had a pretty decent read on most of the season. I think they're pretty solid, frankly. They've had some tough losses, but they've had some real good wins as well. One that jumps out is obviously the win the other week at Ohio State, big time win there. And you look at what they do, Penn State, 76 points a game, 47% for the field. They get Josh Reeves back, who is a big grab for them. He's eligible after some academic issues. He's a big part of this team. He's kind of the guy that makes them go at the 2 position. Really nice to have him back into the fold. Lamar Stevens, Mike Watkins, obviously, I think will be able to handle Nick Ward and those guys down low. He's a big shot blocker. Defensively, they've been pretty good. And, you look at Penn State. They've won loss this year by more than 10 points. Not too bad. They've hung in games. I know they have 9 losses, but just one has been by more than double digits. They've been very competitive most of the season in every game. And, they've shown that they can go on the road and play well. Obviously, with that game in Columbus against the Buckeyes. Again, I'm going to go back to the old well and say I don't think Michigan State's that good a basketball team. I think they're very solid, but I think in their mind right now, it's hard for me to lay this kind of number. I know they're on campus not happy with the new selection for some of the higher positions in that athletic department, that kind of thing. I just think it's a toxic environment right now around there, and you have a pretty decent basketball team coming in here. I'm not saying they're going to win the game, but I think 14 points is just a little too many. I'm going to grab the Penn State Nittany Lions here as my play. I'm getting 14 on this. You can get 14 at a couple different books right now. 5 Dimes, Bookmaker, You Wager, Just Bet. I'm going to grab this at Bookmaker right now at plus 14. You get at Pinnacle as well. 14, a very available number here at 5:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, Penn State plus 14, first play. Let's keep it going. I'll go to the other play, and then we'll get into our the rest of our card here and just chat about some of the other games. I'm going to go to Big East play. I'm going to go to a 9 o'clock game here. I'm going to go to 765, 766. Butler, Marquette. I'm going to go over the total, 155. This one, these are kind of the perfect storms I talk about a lot. This is one that I'm really keyed in on. You look at the first match between these two teams, 94-83. You went way over that number. You look at the Big East. This has been a conference that for most of the season has been a good over conference. Both these teams go quick. They're both in the top 130 in the country in tempo. They both have a nice, solid tempo. And you look at everything you look for with an over. Can the team shoot the basketball? Both these teams shoot it at a high level. 79 points a game, 82 points a game. Both teams are in the high 40s from the floor. And you look at in conference, both these teams have really had trouble on the defensive end. Butler giving up almost 80 points a game on the road in conference. Marquette giving up 81 points a game, allowing opponents to shoot 49%. Both these teams absolutely fantastic from the line, 76%, 79%. That's the kind of foul shooting percentages you want. Both these teams will put you on the line as well. And both these teams do a nice job shooting the three ball, particularly Marquette. We know that's what they do. And I'm a little concerned here for this Butler team. They're allowing opponents to shoot 38% from the field, from the three-point line. And you look at in the last game, these two teams played, Marquette made 10 threes. They're going to jack threes up. Rousey, Howard, that's what they do. And I got to be frank here. I just don't see a whole hell of a lot of defense in this game. It's kind of one of those things that I look for when I'm taking it over, and I'll feel totally confident in this play. If it loses, it loses. But, we always have that prediction. It can win, it can lose. But I think this is one of the better plays on the board. I think it makes sense. Everything's kind of right up there. It's all kind of a perfect storm, as I say, when you look for that. So for me, you look in the first game, both teams, were fantastic. And I don't know if Marquette has any answers for some of the bigs that Butler can throw at them. So should see plenty of points here. This game should definitely get into the 160s. I don't know if it'll be 94-83, but I definitely think we could see an 87, 81, 80-78, something like that. I definitely think we see over 155 here. That's going to be my other play, over 155 in this one. Let's keep it going here. Let's chat about some comments, then we'll get into the rest of the card here. Donnie, I like your call on Wyoming. Yeah, we'll get into that one. I definitely agree with Donnie there. Big man, keep giving us your gun to head plays. Very helpful. I will. I'll get into all the games here in a moment. Let's get this money, says Anthony. Amen. Almost 400 live listeners. Very appreciative, guys. I think that's one thing I think that's so impressive about the channel here, and I got to thank everyone. I only have what do I have here? I have like I can't see how many subscribers. I only have like 1,500 subscribers, and I'm getting almost 400 listens a show. I thank all the loyal people here. This is what this channel is all about. It's real people that enjoy sports betting and college hoops and come in here, and we all have fun. And you know, I think everyone in here, most of us are very good opinions, and I think we kind of all agree a lot of the time. I'm here to give out my magic to you, and I hope you all enjoy the selections. Can't wait to watch Donnie make a case. There you go. Good for that. Donnie always enjoys that little number he came up with there. What's up, Scott Schneider? Settle down, Dan Lab. Big man, you read my mind. I watched Penn State against Ohio State and was impressed. Do you have an opinion on total? No, I don't have an opinion on the total. Doo-doo bought the okay. Settle down, Craig McFink. Michigan State is going to win by 20. Big man, are you throwing darts again? Yeah, good call. Mike Joey. I mean, get Mike Joey out of here. Where are you, Matt? Get him out of here. Put the fucking loser in the bathroom, will you? What number do you have Penn State at? 14. Thanks for the feedback. Trevor Leung says, all right. Don't know what he's talking about there. Thanks, Ben Con. Appreciate it, buddy. It says big man is king. Thank you. I caught the show with Blackjack. Who is that fool that called in late? He sounded like a broke loser. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, he listen, I mean, it's an open phone line. He can do what he feels. Mike Joey, good block. Let's read Mike Joey's comments, actually. I want to see how fucking hilarious these are. Where is Mike Joey? Let's go back to his comments. Jeff, are these free picks? You don't want anyone to actually bet these games, or should we go large? Your picks have been suspect lately. Hey, Mike Joey, why don't you suck my cock, bitch? Get the fuck out of here. 4 scores in Big East are playing in this game. Yep, good point. Very good point. Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, yeah, good point, Donnie Wright said. I'm 61% and I'm suspect. You got to love these fucking people, man. You really got to love these fucking morons on these chats. I mean, it is just amazing. Amazing. But hey, if any of you want to come see me that have something to say, I'll be on Broad and Chunk Sunday night, regardless if the Eagles win or lose. Come say it to my face. Cody, no more parolees in Fed system, supervised release. Yep, no more parole at the federal level. George Young, is this really you? Is Boston George really in here? If you are, my salutations, my friend. And big man, we trust this, Chris Crane. Thank you. What's up, big man? Tough call last night. Bounce back. Yeah, listen, I'm not worried about last night, Bray Uribe. Why you keep talking about last night? Who cares about last night? Big man, please shout me out. It's my birthday. Kaisa Kyle, happy birthday, bro. Hope you have a great day. Always enjoy the show. What's up, Dakota? Thanks, man. I searched for a long time for good info. Finally found it with Jeff and Donnie. Thank you, my friend. Very nice to hear. What's up, big man? What's up, Colton? Welcome in. Corey Kelly, settle down, he says. Amen. Settle down. Josh Lefevre, URI was a heartbreak last night. Yeah, tough beat if you had URI. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, man. The problem at URI is the fucking foul problem. They cannot guard without fouling. They put people in the line way too much. Big man, great insight. I always look forward to your show. Thanks, Robbie. Appreciate it. Big man, what was another play you almost made the pick list? I can't say I remember because I really didn't like the card, frankly. I had one play and that was it. Really think Bama can get it done tonight. Yeah, let's get into the rest of the games here. When is Izzo going to get fired? I would say pretty soon. You guys really helped me out to not argue and debate with myself. Good to hear. If you can find someone that gives up better information than me, I'd like to hear it. I'm the biggest and the baddest. Let's get into it here. We'll go down the card one by one and see what we can come up with. Tulane, East Carolina. Not much opinion here. I think East Carolina is better than people think. I don't have much opinion. By the way, guys, Penn State, Michigan State starts at 6:30. Just make sure you get that in about an hour from now. LSU, Tennessee. I considered LSU. I don't think it's a bad play tonight. Waters is a guy that I think is always going to give a team problems. Tennessee's a bit of a wild card in the SEC. They always have good seasons, but they seem like they always win one game in the tournament, and that's it. I like Grant Williams, like Admiral Schofield a lot. I don't think it's so surprised to think we would see some points in this game. LSU still has some issues defensively. Will Wade doing a nice job there, though. Houston, Cincinnati. I'll give you a little tease, actually. I do believe in all my heart that the Cincinnati Bearcats are one of the 10 teams in America that I think can win the tournament. I really believe that. I think this is the best defensive team they had in some time. I think the only person that will hold this team back is Mick Cronin. Other than that, I'm really high on this group. I like Cincinnati a lot. As far as this game, not saying I love them here. Houston's a good basketball team. Lines come down a little bit. I think people like Houston. Cincinnati, though, not really looking to bet against them at home. Watch out for Cincinnati. I like this group. St. Louis, St. Joe's, two teams struggling. I like St. Louis more at home. Not really interested in them on the road. St. Joe's has had trouble all year. Louisville, Virginia, not going to get into this game much. We talked about it ad nauseum this morning. Total keeps rising in this game. And the total's rising because sharp money's on the over. Sharps liked overs in Louisville or in Virginia games. I'm not totally against that play tonight, but I wouldn't like it at 126. I think these totals are getting a little too low for Virginia. I know they only give up like 51 points a game. Louisville is a better offensive team, though. Wouldn't surprise me to see this one get up and closer to 130, but you're not going to get me to bet on this game. St. Bonaventure, George Mason. Bonnie should be able to take care of business here. George Mason's had real trouble all year. Duquesne, George Washington. Listen, I think a lot of people will take Duquesne here. This looks a lot like that game. I forget. Oh, yeah, exactly. Richmond and Duquesne. Remember that game, guys? Everyone was on Duquesne. It was a layup for everybody, and Richmond won the game outright. GW might have some value here at home. LaSalle, Davidson. Pookie Powell's questionable, so I can't really get involved with this one. Davidson has given a whole lot more on the defensive end this year. I think they're going to be too much for LaSalle. If Powell doesn't play, I got to be honest, I'm looking towards Davidson. Pookie Powell's very important to LaSalle. I think he's a top 50 player in the country, really good player. He's been able to handle a lot of defenses this year. Let's get to some comments here. We have a donation. Thank you, bro. That's very nice of you. I thank you for that. Obviously people, you just coming in here is great. And I appreciate that. The fact that you're thanking me to send me some money, that's very nice of you. But it's not necessary, but I thank you, my friend. Very cool of you. Where are we going here? These fools don't know what they're talking about. They're haters. Thanks, Jason. Yep, we know. Guys, here's the idea. If we just don't pay attention to them, they won't come in here. Just block them. I know I have a problem with it sometimes. I'm just not going to deal with them anymore. I have Matt here. He'll block them. See you later. Nowadays, clowns don't wear their costume. Big men. Love the show. Thanks, Reggie. Very nice of you, bro. They definitely don't. When you stick to your units, you brush off and out. Exactly. You're not going to win every game. Losing happens. Just about lower, and that's when if I lose a play, like a one game a night and I lose, it's not that big a deal. I mean, you're going to lose. You're only human if you lose. Losing you're not going to win every game. Taking one loss, I have no issue with it. It happens. Put this guy in the bathroom. I don't want big men looking at the face when he rolls the dice. Exactly. Good point, Dennis Schultz. Comment of the day from Dennis Schultz. You see Morgan Freeman at the Ole Miss game? No, I didn't. He likes basketball, though. I've seen him at other games. Big man, line is 13.5 for Penn State at my book. Well, you're going to have to take that then. That's why you need to have multiple books there, David Stewart. I'd highly recommend at sportsbookreview.com. Get yourself a book, and make sure you have an opportunity to get, the line that we have. Shout me out, big man. I got laid today. No, I'm not going to shout you out for that. That shouldn't be difficult, Russell. If you're not getting laid weekly, you have no fucking game. Even I get laid. All right. I've said it before and I'll say it again. All girls want to hear is you tell them what they want to hear. That's all you got to do. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you do. You have a little shagado. You treat them nice. You tell them what they want to hear. Baby, you're beautiful. You look great today. God, I love looking at you. They love that. They eat it up. Plus, I mean, when your name's the big man on campus, come on. They know the deal. Come on, bro. Come on, bruv. There's no one better with better info. And if they have better info, they don't put it out like you. Thanks, Eson. Appreciate it. Rolls Royce. BMOC getting paid. Yeah, thanks, bro. BMOC. Yeah, I don't know, Ben Con. You'd have to ask him. I don't know what he gave out. What's the POD? Play of the day is Penn State plus 14 and Marquette over 155. Is Cincinnati worth a futures bet? What number do you have on that? I'd like to hear what you have on that. Comments are coming in fast and fucking furious. Evansville Aces, says Adam. 11-2 at home. I don't know about that. Drew Smith out for the next couple weeks. That's a big loss for Evansville on the defensive end. I agree, though. I'm not a big fan of Northern Iowa. I mean, they just don't do much for me away from home. I can't disagree with your play there. If I'm taking Evansville, I would take money line. I don't really want to lay 1.5 or 2. Couple other games here. I'll get to everyone's comments. We have plenty of time here. Pittsburgh, Miami. I'm not taking Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is dreadful. They are dreadful. A dreadful team. I can't get involved with them. Do you bet your own plays? Yeah, exactly, Julian. Big man, does the old Loyola Chicago train keep rolling? I mean, it's not a train. I'm talking about Illinois Chicago, not Loyola. However, though, I do like Loyola Chicago. And yes, I'll get into the game. Thanks. Yeah, Donnie. Amen. Amen to that. Any thoughts on Michigan State total? No, I have nothing on that. My friend Mark told me about BMOC. There you go. How about that? Spoken word. Yo, big man, what's good? Where do you think you're watching the Canelo Triple G fight? Probably at my house, in my living room. I don't know. My parents have a big movie screen, which I've tweeted out. Might watch it there. But probably my house. I might even be down the shore. It's in May. My problem is I switch up units every day. That's a big time red flag, Rashawn Wong. Should not be doing that. You need to come with one unit. Keep it the same. Flat bet. You think Shamari Pons can play at the next level? Yeah, I do. Tough beat on the St. John's last night. He had 4.5. Tough beat. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Aaron. I'm cracking up. Thanks for a little humor. Needed it today. There's no humor here, bro. That's all legit. You know, next time I'm with a broad, I got a fucking video joint. I got a video of that shit. It's all about that big baller mentality, as Akrit says. Come on, guys. You know the deal with me. I don't fuck around. Matter of fact, you know what I'll do? I'll have a broad call in sometime. I'll have her call into the show. Big pipe down on campus. Exactly. Exactly. No, I'm not ready to get married. Fuck that. Big man's the truth. Don't be creepy. Exactly, Gwan White. That's all that matters. Be nice, but don't be weird. You know? Say what you say what you do what you feel. Oh, 33-1. Great number. Yeah, I would be on that. 35-1. Yeah, I'd be on that. Purdue, I've already said I'm definitely on that. Yeah. Big man, you don't need to tell girls what they want to hear. Just hit them with your picks. You basically need a mop and bucket to clean up the puddle. Good point, Ryan. Ryan coming in hard and fucking fast with the banger. Good shit, Ryan. I don't think they bet, though, a lot of them. Matter of fact, though, I got this one chick, bro. She's a teacher in Philadelphia. She's a public school teacher, and she comes to me and she says, "I want to bet the Super Bowl." I said, "All right, well, are you betting it with a bookie or what?" And she says, "Well, um, I was just going to go down to Delaware Park with my girl and bet it." I said, "No, you don't go to Delaware. You got to bet parlays, and we don't bet parlays, not in the Super Bowl." And she goes, "Well, I do have, because in Philadelphia, you can go to some of the Poppy stores and bet at the Poppy store. You can bet in the back." I said, "Listen, go to the Poppy store, bet in the back." She's like, "You're so helpful." She goes, "I knew I should listen to your pick." She goes, "I know you do a really great job." So I'm like, "You know what, sweetheart? Let's get this money together." Nothing wrong with that. So I guess she will be on I think she's on the Eagles, actually, from what she told me. Big man, women love a guy with confidence. Exactly. That's all that matters, man. Confidence. Is $100 too small to start with a bankroll? Uh, yeah. I mean, listen, I would tell you to just keep building your bankroll up. You don't have to bet yet. Just get your money up. Is it too small? I don't know. It depends on what you think is worth it. If you start with $1 a bet, yeah, I sure. I mean, I don't think it's enough, but I would say get your checks up a little bit and then come back. $100 seems a little desperate to me. If you have to start a bankroll with only $100, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just saying maybe you should get your money up a little bit more and come back. There's never this old thing we're doing here. It's not going to go away. It just keeps days keep coming and days keep going. So girls are kind of like the NBA. It doesn't matter what you say, and it doesn't matter who plays. Um, well, no, that's actually the total opposite. You have to say exactly the right thing. And as far as who's playing, yes, it's very important who's playing because not every chick is worth playing. Um, Sorry, off topic. Did you hear about the clerk getting fired who asked for money from Meek Mill? Yeah, I did. I didn't read the story, but yeah, I did hear about that. Let's get into some other games here. West Virginia, Iowa State, pass. Providence, Seton Hall, pass. Syracuse, Georgia Tech. I mean, does this game get to 115, let alone 121? Could be an ugly one up in Georgia Tech tonight. You can get 122 at Bookmaker. I would actually get it at various books. I don't think that's a bad play tonight. Florida State, Wake. I think this game is going to hurt some people tonight. I got a weird feeling. This one looks way too short. Wake's playing terribly lately. They're not a good matchup for Florida State. Why do I have some weird feeling Danny Manning's going to have something up his sleeve tonight? This is a big-time public play from what I've noticed, and the line is pretty much stayed the same and went down in instances. Circle this one. It could be a concern tonight for a lot of people. Northern Iowa, Evansville. Talked about this one earlier. I mean, Northern Iowa is really hard to watch on offense, particularly away from home. Evansville down a defender. That's a big loss. Really, they're number 2. Drew Smith. Still got Ryan Taylor in there, but you don't have a ton. Evansville should be able to find a way, but this is another game that I think it's in the 50s. I think it's first to 60 wins. 60-54 sounds about good. Loyola, Illinois, Bradley. I considered the under in this game for one of my plays tonight. It was close, but both these teams have kind of turned it up lately offensively. We had that under the other night with Bradley and Missouri State able to come through. Similar game here. Both teams very slow tempo-wise. This was a close one for me. I have a feeling I'm going to be mad that I didn't play this one, but with the way these offenses have been playing lately, it just got a little too close for me. I'll bop down to a couple other ones here. UCF, Connecticut. I think it's hard to bet Connecticut right now. I mean, with all the stuff going on, I don't think they're very talented as it is. Larrier's been out. I mean, without Larrier, they've looked lost, really. Yeah, I think UCF's worth it. But are they back? I mean, they're down Taco Fall now. Might be a little too low, this total, 123.5. Think it goes over. I think UConn will find a way to get to 60. I think UCF will get into the mid-60s. I'd go over. Texas Tech, Texas. I like Texas, like them at home a lot more. Texas Tech's found a little bit of struggle lately. Kind of a pass, though. Didn't look much into it. Maryland, Purdue, another pass. I think Maryland's better than people think. 14 might be too many points. At some point, Purdue, like the other night against Indiana, they're going to hit roadblocks. They're not going to win every game by 25. So I'd lean with Maryland in that game. Missouri, Alabama. This one was close for me. I like Alabama more in the lane of 1 or 2, not 5.5, 6. We know they have trouble at times with free throws. New Mexico, Utah State, no opinion. I like Dottie's play on Wyoming. Like it the number he got as opposed to the number now. Though I think Wyoming should be able to win by double digits. They're a way better team than Colorado State. Prentice Nixon's not playing right now. That's a huge loss for the Rams. Irvine, Long Beach is interesting. Long Beach is playing good basketball right now. Dan Munson's crew. These are two of the better teams in this conference. Irvine, we know, always get after you defensively. This is really about who can establish their tempo. Irvine wants to play, in the half court, defend, and kind of slow it down a bit. You play, kind of their brand of basketball. They're only giving up 63 points a game in conference. Long Beach, they want to get out and run and play up tempo. The first game, it was an up tempo game that Irvine found a way to win, surprisingly. I got a feeling this is not as high scoring as that game. Maybe under. Let's get to some comments here. And find out where I left off here. Seton Hall rolls tonight. Providence has no answer for Delgado. Yeah, that's the problem. Good point, Dennis. Emmett Holt still not playing for them. You might be onto something there. I like Delgado a lot. Should I parlay Penn State and Butler over? No. Jeffrey Ogden, bankroll management. Yes, correct. I spent $2,000 and went 1 of 6 with Steve Stevens. Since I've been with you, my average is at least 5 games out of 7. Thank you very much. God bless you. Keep your head up. Thanks, Trey Day. That's very nice of you. I've seen you in here before, and I appreciate your kind words. I'm only sad that I couldn't get to you before you dealt with Steve Stevens. Steve Stevens is an entertaining guy. Here's the thing, guys. I want to make this clear. Very important what I'm about to tell you. In this business, there are a lot of entertaining guys. There are a lot of guys that will make you laugh. They'll put bodies in the seats, if you will. They're funny. But they don't have a fucking clue what they're doing in this business. You have to be able to decipher who's a fucking fake phony, not, good at this, just trying to be funny and interesting kind of guy, or a guy that fucking works at this shit, tries to mix it up and have fun doing it, and is good at it. I'm not the best capper in the world, but I'm always going to try to put the money in the right position. And I'm going to try to give whatever I can to all people watching right now. Steve Stevens, funny guy. Wouldn't trust him with my worst enemy's money. So no. And I feel bad, Trey Day, that happened to you. Make sure you get past the cornball bitches in this business that don't know shit, that just take for granted your money and think you should send them money, and they have all this shit. They don't know nothing. Big man, can you make it to the Palestra Friday for the Brown game? Yeah, Austin, once football's over, it'll be easy for me. I'm going to be in the city Sunday for the Eagle game. I'll be down in Temple tomorrow for the Temple-Wichita game. I got, it's just, I don't live in the city. So right now, for me, if I was still in the city, I definitely could. We'll make time. Please get in touch with me. We'll make it happen. Just checking in, big man. If Pinson didn't go 90 seconds in last night and get injured, we would have won. Yeah, I know, Greg. What do you do? If they don't make 15 threes, we win too. It's all about confidence with chicks. You act confident, you get laid. Exactly, David. Thank you. Ding, ding, ding. Big man, got to give you some props. Thanks, Mr. Marine. Got to give you props. Thanks for your service, man. Women love a guy with confidence. Yep. All right, where else are we going here? I'm missing a lot of stuff here. This fucking scroll thing, man. Very irritating. Chicks aren't like guys. It's all about personality. Good point. Yeah, it's very precise. If you got a good personality, you can make girls laugh. You're normal and interesting. Um, yeah, they'll be interested. Are you betting the Super Bowl? Yeah, I'll be betting the Super Bowl. Just a standard bet. I'll have money on the props, which I'll be giving out. Marquette -2. I'm on the over. That's all I like there. I heard turned $100 into 10,000 in 2 months. Good for you. It's hard to do. Good for you. Best way to build your bankrupt is tail big men's picks. Thanks, blank space. That chick left is wide open for you, kiddo. Yeah, she is. I'll pound that down. If Duke couldn't hit the total, what makes you think Louisville could? Yeah, but here's the difference, Nick Ritz. The total in that game is 10 points lower than the one in this game. And Louisville's pretty good offensively. And here's the thing also. I think Virginia will have a pretty good game tonight. It's not that high. But I'm not betting it. I'm just giving you my opinion, Nick. The spread was suspect, but couldn't stay away from Florida State. I got a concern about that one. Blackjack Fletcher's on FSU. Is he? Hey, well, I hope for his sake, it isn't a trap. Bro, how can you pass in that Big East action? Respect the Friars. Santino, I respect you, but I don't really respect the Friars, bro. Jeff, are you going to do an MLB show like this? Yeah, I mean, we'll either do this or we have the right set of campus. But yeah, we usually, we're going to be involved with baseball. Do you like Butler or Cincinnati as a play? No, I'm on Butler over. That's all. Big men, no, this is not about college. If I get a favor, what do you think about Irving and the Celtics versus the Knicks? Irving is not playing. I'll get to the NBA here in about 5 minutes. Matt, you've asked for the plays of the day about 10 times. The plays of the day are Penn State +14 and Michigan State and Marquette over 155. Austin Zoo, to make money, you got to take 1 or 2 plays a day. Exactly. Austin Zoo knows the deal. Thanks for the info. I'm riding with you. Let's get it done. Yo, bro, if they're worried about your pipe game, tell them to step it up or take action figures in the bathroom. Nah, they ain't worried about my pipe game, bruv. Big man, I heart your juice. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that. VT is the play tonight. Looks like Public likes Boston College, but the line's going the other way. Yeah, people like them at home. I hear that. A tout keeps sending me pics, and he stays riding the Cavs. What the fuck? Well, you know what? I have a feeling I know who that is, but I don't think he's a tout. And we all know him from a certain form that we all deal with. He used to be there. He bet the Cavs every night. I think we all know who I'm talking about. He used to be at SBR. He's not there anymore, though. What are Blackjack's picks today? I would go follow him on Twitter, and you can find out. I don't know what his picks are. He's on Twitter at Blackjack Fletcher. And that's reminding me, guys. Actually, I'm sorry. His Twitter is Blackjack Fletch. We'll be on tonight. Feel free to give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure you say I know who you are. You can call in, or you know me from the show. I'd love to know and put a voice to the name. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. Okay, it's not him. All right. Appreciate the picks. Any opinions on UNLV over? Not really. UNLV is the team that will have trouble with San Jose State. You know, they've had trouble with some of these kind of teams, but I don't have much opinion on the total. The only games I look at total-wise are the ones that I do really, look like perfect storms to me, so I didn't look at that one. Mr. Loudpack, what are you talking about, Mr. Loudpack? Yeah, Matt, listen, I don't think you need to share his plays. People can go on his Twitter. Go support him. Don't need to share his picks on here. Go support him. Follow him. Be normal. Let's not share people's picks. Go support what they're doing. Big man, are we riding with Wyoming? No, we are not doing anything. You can. I'm not. I told you. Donnie got a good number at 3.5. I don't know, 5. We'll see. I think if it goes down to 4.5, I might be interested. The number for Penn State just went up to 14.5. Well, good for that. It's up to 15 actually at 5 dimes. We got 14. What are you going to do? It's going the wrong way. It happens. I'm happy with 14. All right, settle down, Mr. Lopak. I don't know how would I know what he's on? I have no idea. How do you know so much about NCAA? Uh, I just study it, It's my life, man. We're not a team, Teddy. We are all here for ourselves. If we're a team, send me $1,000 right now. I need it. And we're part of a team, aren't we? Brad Dale, like Jimmy the Bag, exclamation point. Not sure what you're talking about. And listen, guys, we're not talking about people like Jimmy the Bag. Jimmy the Bag has nothing to do with what we're talking about. The only person I was talking about is Mike Brenner. Jimmy doesn't bet. I don't think Jimmy bets in the Cavs. Why is his name being on here? Don't bring up people's names on here. We don't need to do that. Nobody mentioned Jimmy's name. I don't want to hear people mentioning his name. Jimmy's doing his thing. I don't know what Brad you're talking about. He's doing his thing. Do you think Duquesne is low-hanging fruit? No, I don't. This is his show. It doesn't. Yeah, exactly. And I'm only saying for Blackjack, I want you to go support Blackjack Fletcher. I want you to go support all these guys we're talking about. It's not my job to give their plays out. I want you to go follow them and make sure you get their plays every day. You know what I mean? Like Donnie, go follow him. Get his plays. Pay him to give you his plays. He's the one guy that I would. We all know who it is. It's a joke. Mike Brenner. He liked the Cavs. That was it. It's a fucking it's an inside joke. And to answer your question, Nasty Nate, which I have seen you on other shows talking shit about me. So I shouldn't have even answered your question. Don't throw stones in a glass house, Nate. I've seen you in other shows talking badly about me, negatively about me. Don't come in here and try to act cool to me. If you want to apologize, we can move on. But don't try to act nice to me after your comments. I don't want a Stephon Diggs jersey. I don't want you don't have to send me that. I don't want that. Give it to a kid that needs it. I don't need it. Go to a family on the street that might have trouble and give them the jersey. Good luck, Jeremy. Take it easy, man. Thanks, Mr. Gogster. Have a good night. Yeah, I went over LSU, Tennessee. I don't have anything on it really. Okay, I will. Big man, you know the MWC well. What do you think about Nevada against Fresno? I wouldn't take that. I like Fresno a little bit more. You never know who's playing for Nevada. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Have a great night. Hopefully, you enjoy the college hoops and enjoy your Wednesday evening. Like I said, we'll be on a little bit later. Blackjack and I will be on Blog Talk Radio taking your calls. Feel free to call in and join the show. Talk about whatever you want. You want to talk about soccer, football, basketball, anything. We'll talk about it. But other than that, hope you have. Okay, well, maybe you didn't say anything. I could have sworn I saw you in there. But hey, if I get you confused, my apologies. I have a feeling though it was you, and I think it might have been on Twitter actually. If you're the same Twitter, there's a guy on Twitter with the name Nate N8 on Twitter. I have a feeling it's you. So there you go. So yeah, join us for that. Love to hear from some of you guys. And we'll take you a couple hours tonight, chatting about whatever we feel. So have a great night. Tonight's plays Penn State plus 14 and over 155. Butler, Marquette. Everyone have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Actually, I don't know if I have a show tomorrow. I'm going to Temple, Wichita. I don't know if I'll be on, but we'll figure it out. We'll see if I can make it happen. Everyone have a great night.